Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys are doing this lovely Saturday morning? It's raining, but it's a lovely morning. Whether the sun is out or it's hidden behind the clouds, it's a beautiful day. Thank God to even see it. I'm just coming on here because I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that God is opening doors, that God can send little messages, that God can motivate you with the smallest things. And I'm just grateful to God. I am grateful to what He do. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. And I just want to do the will of God. And the will of God is you have to obey. You have to obey what God says. And you have to do what God says, because not just because this is something He just wants you to do. This is something that will help you in your life. His word helps you in your life. It brings life to you. It helps you to make it through. It's a peace with God. It's peace with God. I've never seen anyone with drama with God. I've never seen people discomfort with God. So I opened up my Bible this morning, and I just open it because I like to just open up my Bible and see what God has for me today. What do you want me to read, God? So I'm going to just open up my Bible and I just point on something and I read it. And this is what I read. I read Psalms 8 and it's in 3 verse. It says, "When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have set in place. What is man that you are mindful of him? The Son of Man that care for him. You made him a little lower than the heavenly being, and that crowns him with the glory and the honor." And I stopped right there. And it made me think. It was like He crowned the heavens over me to watch over me. And He also crowned me to where I look above, where I keep my head up. When you look at God, when you look up to God, you keep your head up. You don't lower your head. Your head is not held down. Most of the time when people have their head held down, they're either sad or reading on their cell phones. You guys, we have to be mindful of our neck, because we are looking down 99% of the time on our cell phones. So you guys, be mindful of your neck. Be mindful that you're always in that position, and that can cause back problems. That can cause stiffness. So just be careful of always looking down. So God has us looking up, where when you stand tall and you look straight ahead, your body is positioned in a straight ahead position. It's in the most calm position. Really, it's almost like standing up, laying down. When you look forward, when you have your head up and you looking forward, it's a comfortable position. That's why I try to look with my head up. You have to make sure you keep your head positioned up. But God, you keep looking up to God, and God will keep your head up. Ain't that something? It also says in here that when it says, you made him a little lower than the heavens being, and crowned him with the glory of honor. And I'm going to continue to read, because I also want you guys to know that I stopped at 5. I stopped at Psalms 8 and 5. But as I continue to read, as I'm live with you guys, it also says, you made him ruler over the works of your hands. You put everything under his feet. All flocks, all hawks, all beasts of the fields, the birds of the air, and the fish of the sea, and the path of the sea. And this is coming out of the Bible. He gave us ruling over the earth. What he put in his hand, he gave to us. And we have to be careful of how we destroy our earth. We have to be very mindful what we put out here. Because God created this with his strong, mighty hand, something beautiful for us to enjoy the fruits of his labor. He worked hard for us to make this world beautiful. For us to come and destroy it, that's not fair. Just think about it in your perspective. You've built a kingdom on earth, your beautiful home, and someone comes and destroy your beautiful home. How would you feel? And that's just an earthly thing. God has gave us this beautiful big world to live in, and we destroy it. We have to take pride, and we have to be grateful for what he has given us. We have to be grateful for what God has given us. And I just wanted to apologize. If you guys can hear the dishwasher in the background, I apologize. I really do. I apologize for that. I should have cut it off before I started. But I wanted to come with this because when something goes in my mind to give to the public about how God loves us and what he has done for us, I have to stop what I'm doing. You know what? I love God. I do. I love him. I really love him. I love him because I can go to him. No matter how I am, no matter who I am, you can go to him. You can talk to him about anything. Anything that's on your mind, anything that you're going through, you can always go to God, and he will never turn you away. He will never turn you away. Us as human beings, sometimes we get busy. Sometimes we have our own life. Even a therapist, I think, has a therapist. Because to endure all the listening to someone all day long, their issues and their problems, and have to diagnose them, I think you would have to have a therapist, and your therapist should be God, because you should be giving them a holy word. You should be giving them a spiritual word to help them, because God can help them. God can help us all. It's believing and have faith in His word that He can do it. He can save you. He can fix your life. I feel so great this morning. I feel great. I just wanted to go live and talk to you guys. I wanted to let you know that God is great. He is good. And I just open up my Bible and I always ask God to give me a word of the day. I always do. I always go to God and ask Him to give me a word of the day. I always do, because I want to hear and I want to know what He has for me. I'm going through some situations in my life that I'm trying to get closer to God and be stronger with these situations that I'm going through, because life is hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes, but with God, we can make it. I mean, it's how you handle the situation, I've learned. It's how you handle it. And with God, He gives you so much easier way to handle it. And just lean on Him, trust in Him. If you can trust and lean on everything else, why not trust and lean on God? Say, for instance, a habit. If you can get on that habit and you stay on that habit for on it. Okay. Why not be on God? On Him. Figure out how to adjust your life to move Him in every day. Every day, try to put Him in it. Try to put Him ahead of it. Put Him first. I used to say, I love going to 7:00 service because I'm up early. I am like, oh my God, I could be a rooster. I be up so early. I could be a rooster sometimes. I am up early. I could wake the house up. But make Him first. Put Him first in your day. And you will feel a lot better. You will feel a lot better going to Him and asking Him your decisions. It's okay. You're not crazy. You're not none of that. You love the Lord and you want to know. God doesn't mind you asking Him anything. So just go to Him. Go to Him. Your parents never get tired of your kids wanting help, especially when they need it. A parent is going to do everything they can to help that child. So, you guys, I want you guys to have a great day. It's kind of slippery out there, raining. It's 20% chance, I've heard, for today. So you guys be careful out there with your traveling. I love you. God love you. And you keep loving God because He will keep loving you. And it's okay for us to agree to disagree sometime, because as long as we are Christians, it's okay. As long as we believe in God, it's okay. Because your way of thinking may be different from mine. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday, no matter how it looks. And the Super Bowl, woo woo. Have a great